What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk more about the Solo box office disaster. This thing is even worse than I could have possibly imagined, and that's saying a lot because I projected pretty low results at the box office for this, and it's so much worse than I imagined. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's this bad. This is even shocking for me. So if it's shocking me, you know it's bad. When this movie released, I predicted $120 million opening weekend, and it finished at 103. Then I said that the overall box office was probably going to, we needed it to finish below 700 million. I was like, maybe 650 is about as low as we could possibly hope for. And now we have gotten some of the new tracking numbers for the second weekend, which is the weekend I told all of you was going to be the most crucial. That first weekend was important, but the second weekend of any box office is very crucial because that tells you how people responded. That tells you how word of mouth was going and how the general audience was going back and telling their friends and their coworkers and the friends at school or whatever. That's where you find out how people are talking. So man, this is from The Wrap, and it says, Solo, a Star Wars story, is continuing to fall fast at the box office as industry estimates project a second weekend total of just $29 million. On its second Friday, Solo made $8.1 million, a staggering 77% drop from the already low $35.3 million the Star Wars anthology made on its opening day. Even when taking out the $14.1 million from Thursday previews that counted towards the opening Friday total, the Friday to Friday drop is still 62%. This is massive. As for the weekend downtrend, a $29 million total would be a 66% drop from the film's $84.7 million Friday to Sunday launch. By comparison, the last Star Wars release, The Last Jedi, had a 67% drop. Now again, and that 67% drop for The Last Jedi tells you all you need to know. It had a 67% drop in its second weekend. The Force Awakens had like a 36 or 37% drop. Rogue One was like in his 50s, which is about, that's good. But it's showing how bad these movies are performing. Of course they're going to make money. Well, at least before Solo, because they're Star Wars movies, but everything is infecting not even just the fans. This is bigger than the fan boycott, okay? Make that clear, okay? This is far bigger than the fan boycott. This is far bigger than me getting on YouTube and this guy getting on YouTube and that guy getting on YouTube and talking about it. This is far bigger than the Star Wars fan base now. The Star Wars fan base is done with these movies, generally speaking. This is general audience. These movies are turning off the general audience. This is a catastrophic failure right now on Disney and Lucasfilm's part. This is beyond the fans now. This is now turning off everyone. The general audience hated The Last Jedi. The fans hated The Last Jedi. We don't want politics in our movies. Leave your narratives, leave your agendas out of it and tell us good stories. We don't need you to shove badly written women and minorities into a movie to check your social justice check marks. We just need good stories. So I'm going to continue to pounce on this every single day because it needs to be said. You guys are asking me to cover all kinds of stuff now. The Colin Trevorrow, the Colin Trevorrow, Mark Hamill exchanges on Twitter is fascinating. I'm still looking into that. I'm obviously out of town. I can't cover anything but Star Wars because Star Wars news continues to dominate every single aspect of social media. It never stops. It's so fluid and it happens nonstop. You guys have been requesting for me to do a live show earlier in the day to obviously complement my later evening live show. I'm working on that. Our Sports Wars channel just crossed 1,000 subs. My personal channel just crossed 1,000 subs. There is so much going on, so I'm trying to fit it all in. But right now, I have to focus on the topic at hand, and the topic at hand is this Solo is a massive failure beyond my lowest expectations. It has blown my lowest expectations out of the water. Kathleen Kennedy's done. She's done. She has completely lost the fan base, completely. There's nobody on Kathleen Kennedy's side. There's absolutely nobody that supports this woman, nobody that has a relevant opinion. She's done. I don't know if and when this is going to happen. I don't know if it's already happened, but it's bad. We're moving into 2019. We're moving into Star Wars Celebration next year. We're moving into Galaxy's Edge next year at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. We're moving into Star Wars Episode 9. And Star Wars is in a terrible predicament right now. A terrible predicament. And they deserve every single bit of it because of what they've been doing. Because of how they've been treating the fans. Because of how they've been treating these characters. Because of how they've been treating this entire wonderful, once wonderful universe. The greatest IP in the history of the movie business, and it's been treated like absolute trash, and they deserve every single ounce of disrespect they're getting. They deserve to lose the money. They deserve all of the criticisms. They deserve all of the heat, and they better get it right because we are sick of it. 77% drop on a Friday on a second weekend. That is absolutely terrible, and they deserve every bit of it. All right, so this is Sunday, so I'll be back home Monday, and we'll be firing on all cylinders. I'm going to work on the Mark Hamill, Colin Trevorrow story. There is so much going on right now. You guys are flooding me with stuff, and I love it. Continue to flood me with stuff. Continue. We'll be back on the live stream 6 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday, and I'm going to work on getting that early live stream in too because different time zones, different countries. I get it. So I want to make as many of you happy as I can, and I'm going to try. I can't make all of you happy, but I'm trying to make as many of you happy as I can, unlike Lucasfilm. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we will talk to you later.